is extremely risky and dangerous for them. It takes great courage for them to not conform to the mainstream narrative. And yet, these Palestinians are not their per se family, but for the sake of justice, they are doing more than what many Muslims are doing. God says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kunu qawwamina lillahi shuhada'a bil qist. Stand up for justice. Kunu qawwamina bil qist shuhada'a lillah, and be witnesses for God. And so these men, our fellow brethren, our Jewish friends, our neighbors, they are doing exactly that. For that we must congratulate them. Let's all say together, thank you.
Thank you.
These brothers and these friends of ours are honestly an example of courage and of standing up for justice. And from here we learn, as Muhammad Hijab also highlighted, that Islam inherently and internally from its core cannot be anti-Semitic. If you are anti-Semitic, you're not a proper Muslim. Because Islam negates that Allah says in the Quran that لا ينهاكم الله عن الذين لم يقاتلوكم في الدين ولم يخرجوكم من دياركم أن تبروهم وتقسطوا إليهم. That if people of the other faiths are just to you and are fair to you, are kind to you, you have no reason to oppose them. اليوم أحل لكم الطيبات وطعام الذين أوتوا الكتاب حل لكم وطعامكم حل لهم. Our law, our fiqh, our sharia stipulates and legislates in practice relationships of friendship and family and being able to eat from the same food and from the same dishes with our fellow Jewish and Christian friends. And so our struggle and our protesting and our campaigning for Palestine has got nothing to do with any particular faith. Because those who are killing people and massacring and committing the genocide and ethnically cleansing Palestine, and have been doing so for the past 100 years or so, are not doing it for any religious goal. This is a political goal. And using excuses of anti-Semitism to quieten and to silence opposition will not run, because we see better. We see more, we see justice. Our struggle is that the Palestinian persecution or oppression ends, and the occupation stops, and justice is served, and the occupation comes to an end, and the genocide comes to an end. These are just some of our fellow Jewish friends that have shown this. You have Ilan Pappé. If you have not yet read his books, then you should. Ilan Pappé is a great person. He's a Jewish person. He studied in the University of Jerusalem. He lives in the UK. He's written many, many books about the Palestinian struggle. In his book, The Ethnic Cleansing of Palestine, he takes explicit and direct records and accounts of how Palestinian villages were literally wiped out for the benefit of the colonizers. And he's not saying this because he's just trying to stand up because he's a Palestinian himself. No, he's a Jewish person, but he knows the truth and he's saying the truth as it is. And so, my friends, I think Brother Muhammad Hijab has summarized some very, very beautiful points. One of the first things I want my young friends especially to learn from this is that our Jewish brothers and sisters are our friends. They stand with us. It's not about faith. It's not about people of any particular faith. We are against the crimes against humanity. And that's what we're standing for. And these moves now to silence children in school and to pretend like everyone that speaks of Palestine, and this silly man that said that if you wave a Palestinian flag, it's a call to arms. How ridiculous. This man said, this head teacher said that waving the Palestinian flag is a call to arms. This is the flag of a nation. And so we will not be sold lies. We will not accept them. We will continue our campaign. And we pray for these brave men that Allah protects them and gives them steadfastness and shows them the light all the way in this dunya, inshallah. Inshallah. I will not take too much time. We have so many brilliant guests with us today. We have our brother Ali Dawah also who will say a few words. We have Sheikh Abu Ubaid, one of our legendary local scholars. We have our brother Zishan from Smile to Jannah. He's not he's smiling. He's smiling now, yeah. He wasn't really, we didn't expect it, but he turned up. But I want a few words from each one of these brothers, and we'll end, inshallah, with a dua and Salatul Maghrib. Okay? Inshallah. My friends, you are more than welcome to stay. Whenever you want to go, you're more than welcome to. And we need to appreciate it even more. This is the day of Sabbath, of Saturday, of their holy day. They're not allowed to speak into mics on this day, and yet they've come out of their homes with their children and their families. We thank you so much. A huge round of applause for these friends of ours. Clap loudly, please, for these friends of ours. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. I will now hand it over to Ali Dawa for a few words.